The day I lost my dream job, my ex emailed me, offering me one. I always thought rock bottom would feel loud, screaming drama chaos. Instead, it felt like an email. Effective immediately. Our company will be closing its doors. Thank you for your years of service. Just like that, my 4 years as a luxury event designer vanished. No severance, no warning, no backup plan. I was packing my life into a cardboard box when my phone buzzed again. New email. Subject line, opportunity for you. Sender, Elias Warren. I stared at his name so long the letters blurred. 3 years ago, he was my boyfriend. My almost forever. The man who promised, I'll never just disappear on you. And then he did exactly that. No call, no text, no explanation. Just silence. Now his name was attached to a shiny CEO email signature and a job offer. Hi Amara, I heard about the closure. I'm heading a new creative agency. I'd love to talk about bringing you onto the team. My heart pounded for all the wrong reasons. I should have deleted it, blocked him, cursed him out in my head and moved on. Instead, I did the one thing I swore I'd never do again where he was concerned. I clicked reply. I typed 3 words, and my whole life shifted again. I thought I was prepared to see him again. I was wrong. My reply was simple. Let's discuss. Amara. Fast forward 3 days and I'm standing in the glass lobby of Warren Creative Agency trying not to sweat through my blazer. The receptionist smiles. Amara James, he's been expecting you, conference room 2. He? My stomach flips. The door is slightly open. I hear his voice before I see him. Calm, confident, that low tone I used to fall asleep to over the phone. I push the door gently, and there he is. Elias looks older, but better. Broader shoulders, jawline sharper, dark curls a little longer, a little messier. He's in a navy suit with his sleeves rolled like success came too fast for him to bother with cufflinks. He turns, our eyes meet. For a second, the room disappears. I'm not a laid-off event designer. I'm just the girl who used to trace constellations on his chest while he talked about his dreams. Hey, Amara, he says softly. You look... wow. It's really good to see you. That stupid cologne hits me next, the same one I bought him for his birthday, warm, woody, familiar. I force a professional smile. Thank you. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. That's a lie, I have nothing but time and overdue bills. But he doesn't need to know that. We sit across from each other, laptop open, portfolio ready, heart guarded. He starts with business. What you did at Luxor Events was incredible. I've followed your work since you left our town. I knew you'd end up somewhere big. I blink. Since I left Elias, I moved away 8 years ago. We've barely spoken. He breathes out slowly. I know that's my fault, and I'll explain, just not in an interview. His eyes find mine again, but I never stop believing in you, Amara. The words land heavy. I swallow hard and pretend they don't. Then prove it, I say, hire me for my talent, not for your guilt. He smiles a little, leans back, and says, challenge accepted. We agreed to keep it strictly professional. He broke that rule first. I get the offer the next morning. Title Senior Creative Lead, salary more than I've ever made. Responsibility, massive. Pride says, don't take a job from the man who broke your heart. Rent, however, says, girl, sign those papers. So I do. Day 1, I walk in with a plan. Rule number 1, no personal conversations. Rule number 2, no late nights alone with him. Rule number 3, no remembering how safe it felt to love him. The team is young, talented, and constantly buzzing with ideas. They know Elias as the visionary CEO. They know me as the talented new hire. They don't know that the two of us used to share hoodies and dreams. In the kickoff meeting, Elias assigns roles. Amara will be leading the pitch for the Blackstone luxury gallery design. He says, "This is one of our biggest accounts, I trust her." He doesn't even look at me when he says it. Just moves on like his trust isn't the very thing that once made me fall for him. After the meeting, I pull him aside. "We need to set some boundaries," I say. He nods, I agree. We're colleagues now, nothing more, no blurred lines, no mixed signals. His jaw tightens, but he nods again. Strictly professional, he repeats, "Whatever you need to feel comfortable." For a week it actually works. We email. We meet in groups, we barely speak one-on-one, and then the client pushes up the pitch date. We have 72 hours to overhaul the entire concept. "It looks like we're gonna be here late," he says, glancing at me. I already know where this is heading, and I hate that part of me doesn't mind. And that's the night everything we agreed on starts to fall apart. It was supposed to be a simple late night at the office. It wasn't. The office is almost empty. Just me, Elias, a half-eaten pizza, and $1 million pitch that isn't finished. I'm hunched over my laptop, adjusting lighting and floral mock-ups when he walks back in from the break room. "You've always done this," he says. I don't look up. Done what? He sits across from me, thrown your whole heart into making something beautiful, even when no one sees how much it cost you. His voice is softer now the business tone is gone. "Is this still about the pitch?" I ask. "Partly." He smiles, "Mostly about you." I close my laptop. "Don't." I say quietly, "We had rules." He rubs his hands over his face. "I know I'm trying, but sitting across from you like we're strangers feels wrong." I swallow. "You made us strangers, Elias." The words hang heavy between us. He leans forward, elbows on the table. "You're right, I did. And it wasn't because I stopped loving you." My heart stumbles. "Then why? Why didn't you call? Why didn't you text? Why did you disappear?" His eyes drop for a moment like he's wrestling with something. "I promised I'd explain after the pitch," he says, "if you still want to hear it." I stand, grabbing my laptop. "Right now, all I want is to win this client." I say, "The rest, we'll see." We work in silence after that, side by side, breathing the same air, carrying different versions of the same unfinished story. By the end of the night, the pitch looks flawless, but my heart feels anything but. The next day, I find out the truth about why he left, from someone who isn't him. I hated him for 3 years, and then I overheard the conversation that shattered everything I thought I knew. The morning of the pitch, the office is buzzing. People are printing handouts, checking slides, rehearsing lines. I duck into the hallway near the executive conference room to fix a typo on one of the design boards. That's when I hear his name. Yeah, Elias disappeared for months when his dad got sick. One executive says, "I don't know how he functioned. He was back and forth between the hospital and here." I freeze. Another voice responds. "He was in pieces when his father passed, honestly. I'm surprised he didn't lose everything. The man was drowning in grief and debt." My heart starts racing. His dad, sick. Elias never told me any of this. He cut off almost everyone. The first one continues. Friend's girlfriend. He said he didn't want anyone seeing him like that. Girlfriend. I suddenly can't breathe. For 3 years, I've carried this story in my head where he just woke up one day and decided I wasn't enough, where I was easy to forget. But now there's a new story, one with hospital rooms and grief and a boy trying to hold the world together with shaking hands, my hands. I should not have been hearing this, but I can't unhear it now. I walk into the bathroom and lean on the sink, staring at my reflection. All this time I blamed myself for being unworthy. All this time I hated him for choosing silence. Now I see the truth. He didn't choose silence to hurt me. He chose it because he was hurting. I dab my eyes, reapply my lipstick, and whisper to my reflection, "Focus, you can fall apart after the pitch." What I don't know is that the pitch will go perfectly, and my heart will fall apart anyway. He won the $1 million client, but what he said afterward broke me more than the breakup ever did. The pitch is a blur of lights, screens, and adrenaline. I walk the clients through the entire experience. The floating floral installations, the mirrored walkway, the live string quartet hidden behind cascading greenery. They're hanging on every word. When I finish, the room goes quiet. Then the Blackstone executive smiles. Impressive, she says, we'd be happy to move forward with your agency. We did it. We actually did it. The team burst into quiet cheers as soon as the clients leave. Someone pops sparkling water. A few people hug me. For the first time in weeks, I feel proud. Elias waits until everyone filters out. Then he closes the conference room door behind them. It was you, he says simply. You sold it. You made this happen. I shake my head. It was the team. He steps closer, eyes warm, maybe, but you were the heart. The compliment lands differently now that I know his secret. I swallow. I heard about your dad, I say quietly, about what happened, about why you disappeared. His face changes. The walls go up, then crumble just as fast. You weren't supposed to hear it like that, he says, voice tight. How was I supposed to hear it, Elias, I ask. My voice cracks because 3 years of silence filled in a lot of blanks. He takes a breath. My dad's cancer came back aggressive, he says, and I lost it, Mar. I didn't know how to ask for help without feeling like I was failing everyone, so I pushed you away instead of leaning on you. Anger and heartbreak swirl inside me. You could have sent one text, I whisper, just when I'm not okay, I need space. I would have understood, I would have prayed, I would have waited. His eyes shine. I know I see that now, but then I was drowning and stupid, and I thought disappearing would spare you from seeing me like that. Tears burn my eyes. He didn't spare me, I say, you shattered me. And then he says the one thing I never expected to hear from him again. He looked me in the eyes and said, loving you never stopped, and I didn't know whether to run or fall apart. There's a long, aching pause, the kind that holds all the things we never said out loud. Finally, he steps closer. I can't change what I did, he says. I can't rewrite those years, but I need you to know something. I fold my arms, trying to keep from shaking. What? He takes a breath like the words hurt. Letting you go didn't stop the way I loved you. He says it just made loving you painful. My heart lurches. I tried to move on, he continues. Dated work, built this agency, but every time I saw your work in a magazine, every time your name popped up, it hurt, because I knew I had thrown away the best thing I ever had. Tears finally spill over. You don't get to say that now. I whisper, not after everything. I know, he says, you don't owe me forgiveness. You don't owe me a second chance, but I'd rather tell you the truth and lose you than keep silent and never be honest. Silence stretches between us. I'm angry, I'm relieved, I'm grieving what we were and what we could have been. Finally, I pull myself together. I need time, I say, to decide what to do with all of this. He nods slowly. Take all the time you need, he says, just one thing. What? I'm not gonna pretend I don't still love you, Amara, but I'll respect whatever choice you make, even if it's a life without me. His words echo in my chest long after I leave the room. The very next day, I get an email that forces me to choose between my dream and him. The universe really has a sense of humor. The morning after his confession, I got the biggest job offer of my life. My inbox dings at 8:03 a.m. Subject: offer to discuss. Lead creative director role. It's from Aurelia & Co., the top-tier agency I've stalked online for years, the one that felt out of reach. They'd seen my work on the Blackstone pitch. They were extremely impressed. They wanted to talk about a position. I stare at the screen, heart pounding. Higher salary, global clients, my own team, the kind of opportunity people dream about at lunch. I step out onto the balcony and call my best friend, Tasha. I tell her everything. The truth about his dad, the confession, the new offer. She doesn't hesitate. "Girl, you better take that job," she says. "You work too hard to let a man, even a reformed one, be the reason you say no to your next level." "But he's not just a man, Tash," I say. He's my unfinished story." She's quiet for a moment. "Okay," she says, "then ask yourself this. If he wasn't in the picture at all, what would you choose?" I already know the answer. I choose the job. I choose me. But knowing that doesn't make it easier when I walk back into the office and find Elias waiting by my desk. "Can we talk?" he asks. I nod, bracing myself. He tells me something that makes the decision 10 times harder. I thought he'd beg me to stay. Instead, he did the opposite. We step into a small meeting room, door closed, heart open, but terrified. "I heard Aurelia reached out," he says gently. I blink, news travels fast. He smiles a little when a creative director from Aurelia asks your receptionist for your direct email. It's hard not to notice. I take a breath. I haven't accepted anything yet. I say I was gonna talk to you after I thought it through. He leans against the table, hands in his pockets. "You don't owe me that," he says. "This is your career, your life." Silence. "I want you to stay," he admits. "Of course I do, professionally, and personally, having you here has been the best thing that's happened to this agency and to me." My chest tightens. "But I'm not gonna ask you to choose me over your dream," he continues. "You've already sacrificed enough because of my mistakes." I look up, surprised. "You're not gonna fight for me?" I ask, voice small. He steps closer. "I am fighting for you," he says, "just not the way you think. Real love doesn't lock you in. It pushes you toward the life you deserve, even if that life doesn't revolve around you." Tears blur my vision again. He reaches out but stops just short of touching my hand. "Whatever you decide," he says softly, "I'll be proud of you. I'll be cheering for you, even if it's from a distance." I walk out of that room more confused than ever, because this version of him, the one who lets me choose freely, is the one I always wanted. That night, staring at my ceiling, I realize there's only one choice I can live with, even if it scares me. In the end, I didn't choose a man or a job. I chose the woman I refused to abandon again. I spend the night weighing everything the girl I was 3 years ago would have chosen love. The woman I am now knows that love has to meet her where her purpose is going. The next morning, I email Aurelia and Co. I'd love to discuss the role further. I write, "I'm interested in accepting under one condition. I need clarity on creative freedom and work-life balance." The old me would have just said yes. The new me asks for what she needs. Then I walk into Elias's office. He looks up, searching my face for answers. "I'm taking the offer," I say, assuming the details work out. He nods slowly, pain flickers in his eyes, but there's something else too. Pride. "I figured you would," he says. "You deserve it." I take a breath. "But I'm not running away from you," I add, "not this time. And I'm not letting your past version be the only one I remember." He frowns, lightly confused. "What does that mean?" "It means," I say, "that I'm choosing my career, and I'm still open to seeing where we go. Just not as boss and employee, as two adults who've survived some things, learned some things, and are willing to start slowly. No promises, no pressure." Hope softens his face. "You'd really give me that chance?" he asks. "I'm not giving you anything," I say with a small smile. "We're giving us a chance, one that doesn't require me to shrink for you, or you to disappear on me. He finally steps forward, this time taking my hand. No more disappearing. He says, if you ever feel me pulling away, you have full permission to drag me back and make me talk. I laugh through the tears. We'll see, I say. We walk out of his office side by side. I don't know exactly how our story ends. I don't know if it's a forever, a season, or just a beautiful healing detour. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not choosing out of fear. I'm choosing out of faith in myself. And if he's meant to be in the life I'm building, he'll meet me there. I thought he broke my heart and saved my career. The truth is, losing everything forced me to save myself. And that's the real love story.